everybody. Well, welcome. We are here at LVO 2024. We are the Professional Casual Network, and we are here to cover today's last chance qualifier for LVO 2024 here at beautiful Rio in Las Vegas, Nevada.
That's exactly how you pronounce it. Great job.
Right. So I'm being joined here by a new... some might say producer, but then that person should be corrected. We have Richie Whitmore here, long-term personal friend of mine who happens to live in the Las Vegas area and has been helping us out pretty considerably, being able to get equipment here, get set up, and has been absolutely unreplaceable. But welcome, Richie.
By some people, you definitely mean exclusively me, but yes.
Right.
Producer for PCN. I think if I just keep saying it, it'll catch on, especially, Chad will just keep repeating it. Tiz has got me.
100%. But so TOs just gave their big spiel, letting everyone know about certain things like Grunt's Explosion not being a May, that you do not remove your dice before your opponent sees them and can interact, if they're going to be interacting, so on and so forth. A bunch of cool things from around the convention center so far. Tyson, who we know is kind of the King Ding Doppeldonger of the LVOIS circuit, inviting and coordinating and organizing all of the events as well as points and people qualifying, and he handles a lot of organizational stuff there. How you doing? Made an absolutely insanely cool board that we will be playing on. It's a subway board that he did himself.
The board is very popular right now.
It is.
There's a lot of pictures being taken. I'm excited to show everybody it. Hopefully we have some time for that before the round gets started. But
in addition to that, a huge Tomb King's throne that he made.
Yeah.
That's out kind of in the main hall. If you know something about gaming conventions, especially miniatures wargaming conventions, whether it's at Las Vegas Open or Adepticon, GW brings around these giant Terminators. And right behind that Terminator is this incredibly awesome Tomb King's throne that Tyson and his partner Bell made. That's just be looking for pictures of it because they'll be out there.
Yeah, it's everything's awesome out here. There's a lot of great energy in here, so I think we're gonna have a great last chance qualifier here today, a great invitational tomorrow. But there is plenty to do if you are getting knocked out of these tournaments for sure.
Yeah, so an affiliation battle is also going on today. That's going to be starting here in half an hour. Alexa White's going to be running that. So it looks pretty filled, by the way, with people that have already been qualified. I saw Vince Kirchhoff is in there as well as Zach. We can actually go ahead and take a look at that. And if you were looking to follow the affiliation battle, if you type in the command !affiliation, that should come up with the Longshanks. The only thing is, though, is you have to spell affiliation correctly.
You have to know how to spell, so Tim will not be able to do it, but you in chat can probably pull this up.
Is that it? Is that affiliation?
I can't see that far.
Or is that how I spelled it the first time?
To be fair, you might have spelled it wrong in the Redemption also, because you're the one who spelt it. So.
Probably. So here's the good news. I'll just manually post it because I have that up. But a lot of familiar faces here, which is not surprising at LVO. We have the Montreal Shark Tank. I believe 9 Pork Roll Protocol are here with some new additions. Alyssa Lalka, Tisdale, you'll love this one. Alyssa Lalka and Ben Lalka, now part of the Pork Roll Protocol. So I know, especially at our events, the majority of the Pork Roll is qualified already, so they are going to be cheering on Alyssa today in her Inhumans formation to make sure that she gets in as well. That's right, Will.
I do have a new favorite team, though, when I was looking through the teams, which is, of course, A-Force, but the A is for Austin. I'm on that team now.
So a pun, right, with an explanation of the joke in the title?
I need the joke explained to me, so I appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah.
So random pairings. Oh gosh.
What happened? What happened?
Last year during the LCQ, Alyssa was one of the first people on stream.
Yep.
She ended up losing to Vincent Kirchhoff, who not only won the LCQ, ended up winning the Invitational afterwards. So it does look like random lots had been drawn, and Alyssa was put on table 1.
There we go.
Which would be the stream table. So we will see.
The newest member of the Pork Roll Protocol is.
You almost got it, right?
You have to.
So we might have Alyssa on here first.
You can say no to a feature table, but if you want to hype up the Pork Roll Protocol, showing off your newest member, I think, at table 1, and I think once we show this table, I don't know why anyone would not want to play on this. This is one of the coolest, the coolest tables that I've seen.
All right, we do have a confirmation from our eyes in the sky, Mr. Taylor, that Alyssa will be on the stream table.
All right. And that round is going up. Oh, we are 1 minute away from round 1. So we are.
So let's actually pop over there. So I believe if you type in command Longshanks, that will bring up the last chance qualifier.
Looks like we've got 74 players right now. We're looking at 5 rounds. We are waiting on the official how many spots you are available. At the judge meeting, they did say 6 to 7 is what it looks like, but they'll give us that confirmation later. So there is, sounds like there would still be a chance for some people who are 4-1 to make it in as well. So, but you always want to start off strong for sure.
But over on the affiliation battle side, water. We see Zach Cohen, who won second wind. Vince Kirchhoff, also Dayton, who we saw very early in stream last year, 16-year-old, playing Shield and doing incredibly well. It was very cool to see. He
was one of the ones that we were following.
Yes,
because his run was incredible. How far was he? Top 4?
I don't
top 4 or top 8.
I don't remember how far he got.
He was definitely in the championship day, so he was at least top 8 from what I recall. If only there were some type of way to look up his previous results.
I have no idea how to do that, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, we don't have that kind of technology. So,
but some of our locals too that have been coming to our events in the Albany and Oneonta area. Roland Paperman is here. He's going to be playing in the affiliation today, while Kane and Nick are going to be playing in the LCQ to try to get some of this more East Coast love up here. Let's see.
You know me though. I'm West Coast.
That's
I'm
right.
Here for the West Coast, and I've also co-opted Austin, which is probably closer to you, but they're West Coast, west of the Mississippi. I think that's what it is.
But Web Warriors would do better than Brotherhood, and if I lose, Tim France buys you dinner, and if I win, Tim France buys me dinner. Nuts. I love it when Tim F buys dinner, especially when it's overpriced surf and turf. Yeah, that one pretty much broke my credit score.
We had some overpriced sushi here earlier this week as well.
We did. It was good.
It was very good.
Wish I had gone with the fried rice, though.
Yeah,
The salmon fried rice that we tried at Durango's Casino was stellar.
Not a sponsor.
They had a crab fried rice, too. Yeah, hit me up, Durango, if you want to work something out.
Yeah. We are open.
Are the MCP previews today? I don't believe so. Good luck, Alyssa. All right. Tata Colossus cheering her on. Wait, whoa, no. If I'm buying y'all dinner, I got to use a voucher. So, Tisdale, hit me up with the voucher so I can treat you to dinner. But
do we have Alyssa's opponent as well?
Yes, we should.
I don't want us to sound biased with the person that is staying in the same room as you.
Hey, Tata Colossus, thank you for the sub, my friend.
Oh,
really appreciate that.
Gift sub. You got to read that. That's a gift sub.
It is a gift sub.
Read that. Do it. You can do it.
What do you mean?
Read the name.
So that's one free gift sub to Poulet.
Hey!
All right, let's get over here and refresh this. Everything should be live and uppers McGuppers. So, round 1, table 1. Looks like Alyssa's going to be going up against Eric Small. Here to cheer on Eric Small.
It's okay, we're not live, Ben. Don't worry about it.
Hi. So let's head down to the game screen.
And while they're setting up, let's talk about this board.
What's that? Oh,
so we've got this board here, this subway-themed board. Both of the tracks there, they are. I don't know the word. They're not on the same level, but it's not going to be a climb for anybody. It is being treated as a 2D. So Taylor will explain that to everybody as they come in. We'll see how many units fall onto the tracks throughout the time here, but
all right, and Alyssa is going to have priority.
Alyssa won priority. Fantastic. And I believe we know what Alyssa's playing, correct?
Yeah. So Alyssa is here to play some Inhumans.
Inhumans, yep.
So I believe her thing can also go A-Force.
Okay.
But we can actually, I'm going to make that my
A-Force
big,
when the A isn't awesome.
big Chuck. Which one was it?
You told me which one.
The red one. My big Chuck call of the game is definitely going to be that Alyssa is probably going to be playing Inhumans. I'm just going to go ahead and give her the Inhumans icon now. And they are vying for Crisis.
And
Look at those great sleeves right there on the left side. Alyssa doing it in style. And it looks like that's such a great idea. It looks like... So we have Intrusions and Skrulls. So they're going to be deciding on what threat they're going to be playing here. So Intrusions open as across city as seals collapse. So this is using the dark portal. So interacting with one of these secures, if they roll a crit, wild, hit, or shield, they are able to teleport to one of the other seal portals. They cannot, however, be holding any objective tokens. So if they are, when they interact, they do drop them. Something that is very important to keep in mind for this particular crisis. And then we also have Skrulls as the extract, infiltrating that world leadership. So there's going to be 4 Skrull agents on the field on map J. These are extracts, so these can be picked up and carried. The players will score 1 victory point for each Skrull agent held by a character during the cleanup phase. And when you pick one up, you can only hold one at a time. And during when you pick it up, you roll a die. You roll your physical defense and dice. If you roll a crit or a wild, your opponent can move you short. We do have the confirmation we are going to be playing at 20 threat.
20 threat. So the big boys are coming out for this one.
Love the Black Bolt short, absolutely. Richie, I am very new to this game. Could you please explain to me the primary roster archetypes for MCP? Glamour, thank you for the follow. Symbiotic Union, voting for or rooting for some Eric, who actually happens to be a local of Cliff Jumpers. Cliff Jumper is going to be doing some commentary for us tomorrow as well. We're super excited to see him. Todd, coming all the way from Arizona. Big fan of the network. Big fan of him as well.
Do we have what Eric is playing?
So effectively, because his roster could potentially go a couple different ways, you don't actually have to declare.
Okay.
So that's actually, you could call that kind of an MCP fact. We'll give you that one for free. On the bottom of the screen, you can see that there is a bar. Every 500 bits that's donated over the weekend, Richie will give a deep cut MCP fact. Richie has played MCP one time.
That's true. I won.
And is coming in as a newcomer. That's right.
I'm not a newcomer because I'm undefeated with a rating above 0 because I'm 1-0.
So that's true. That's very true. But
that was recorded, so anyone could watch me win that game.
That's also accurate. Oh, and there's our first hydrate of the weekend.
There we go.
Forgot to turn that point value up. But look at this board. It's just absolutely stellar. Tyson just does phenomenal work. If you're curious at home, the subway trains are size 4, the staircase is size 3, as well as the kiosks. The pillars are size 2.
One of the things I really love about this up close, you can kind of see it from here, but the newspapers like on the tracks.
Yes.
I love that like little detail. Like it's such a small thing, but just having that there, I'm like, oh, man,
it's one of the things that came out actually very early in the life of MCP, where someone came out with this just like not graffiti, but just a ton of like posters and wall art and stuff, and this big sheet that you could print off.
Yep.
There's Magneto ones in there and Cyclops ones in there. It's really good. There's another hydrate from Ravensguard. Thank you.
Yeah,
also good to see you.
Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, there's posters. You can't really make them out here, but there are the posters over there on the sides that just add to that as well.
Yes. Okay, so the staircases, they can throw, but they can't stand on.
Okay. Makes sense. Who stands on a staircase? All right, so we've got them. They're getting their stuff together here. We'll have that information as soon as setup is complete.
Oh yeah, I can drop the link for that. Or I can find it and get it linked.
At some point.
All right. Oh, Brian, Obi-Wan's good to see you. Mystic, Use Bio, Matt, Alex. It was a shame. We were kind of looking forward to see you, but listen, stuff happens. Rylan, sure lucky. Hey, man. Alan, Moser. But yeah, if you're a part of either one of the Marvel Crisis Protocol Facebook groups, you can find those in the files that are linked in those groups.
Trains are a 4, yes.
Yes, trains are 4. All right. You might be able to hear it in the background, but that is ominous and letting everyone know time is starting.
There we go.
So here we go. Looks like we are going to be getting our rosters here.
Fantastic.
All right, so we have Asgard over here. So do you want to read off the characters that are going to be?
Absolutely, yeah. So we've got Thor, Prince of Asgard here. Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray Bill, yeah.
Lizard.
Okoye.
Okoye, that's what I was going to say. Skurge, and Skurge the Executioner, and Valkyrie.
Valk. All right. Good solid roster there. And how about for his tactics
For the tactics charge, we've got Mission Objective, Brace for Impact. I've got an MCP fact about that. Sacrifice. Odin's Blessing. And Recalibration Matrix.
We haven't done those yet. There you go. All right, and then for Alyssa's Inhumans.
Alyssa's Inhumans, we've got Black Bolt, Medusa, another Beta Ray Bill, Crystal, and Ronin the Accuser.
Crystal, Ronin, and Medusa was the one I missed. There we go.
Yep. And then we've got Terrigenesis.
Oh, so great job first time there.
Mission Objective. Brace for Impact.
The old brace.
Patch Up. And Inhuman Royal Family.
Okay. You know, in France, they call it an Inhuman Royale with cheese.
Yeah. That just means it has egg on it, right?
So we have added on some new equipment today so we can communicate with Taylor significantly easier from the sidelines here. So I expect to hear some scoffing for all of my stupid jokes throughout the day. He's now taking the earpiece out.
He's taking the earpiece out. I think he will just be holding it like a microphone and not putting the earpiece in so that he doesn't have to hear you. I think,
Merzane, dude, good to see you. And Will, always a pleasure.
If MCP was an all-you-can-eat sushi place in Vegas, which one would it be?
Ooh. That's a great question for you.
That's a great question. As a huge fan of MCP, I would have to say it's probably, and again, not a sponsor, but It's Sushi is one of my favorites. Because it's very descriptive. It tells you what it is.
Chewy, the secure is Intrusions. Chewy's here. Taylor says hi, Chewy. I think I'm going to like these a lot. We got these, I keep pulling at the, oh no, it's just on the right side of the face, but these soccer stadium referee headsets.
Yeah.
So we can communicate for up to 1,800 meters away.
Which is 3.5 bald eagles.
It is about 3.5, yeah, in the empirical sense. Hey, Gil, how are you? All right, so it looks like we have Crystal down for Alyssa. And Eric is going to be dropping that BRB. Take a look at me. It's Beta Ray Bill. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Beta Ray Bills this weekend. An incredibly powerful 4 threat that works in Guardians. It works in a lot of places. I'm sad I couldn't be there, but looking forward to having you at the WTC this year. Dude, I'm pretty stoked. And then that's Alyssa's Beta Ray Bill up there on the top of the left side. Man, that white bottom actually makes these characters show up really well. Huge shout out to Tyson.
Neil, I can answer your archetype questions if you use it, sure.
Right tackle, Bill going home, go after her home Skrull, yep.
I don't want to spoil too many of my MCP facts, though, but I've got a lot of archetype facts, actually.
There's a lizard up at the top there for Eric.
There it is.
Hey, Rain, thank you. Glad you could be here for me, but never in person.
Never in person. Never actually here for you. So personally, my top 4 here for like which affiliations I'm looking to get is Guardians is getting really popular right now. I think they're very solid. Syndicate, because they're criminals, and I'm
personal favorite of mine.
Again, undefeated with Syndicate, so that's
right.
That puts it real high for me. I'm a big X-Men fan. And then the last one is Shield. Shield has really kind of been, I want to say, glowing up lately.
Really kind of kicked off at LVO 2023 last year. Vincent Kirchhoff winning the first LCQ game and then taking the whole gosh dang thing with that Shield. So on Alyssa's side there, once again, we have Beta Ray Bill up at the top, followed by Medusa right below her. I believe that is Black Bolt, followed by Ronin and Crystal.
Can you do a Colossus Redemption for me so I can show Neil that I know an X-Men?
Got to root for Alyssa here, not just because she's a teammate, not just because she's cool, but mostly because she gave me a Lunchable, and I'll never forget. Lunchables are really kind of important.
Lunchables are kind of the key to friendship, yeah.
That was from Merzane.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Oh, what kind of Lunchable we need to know? Merzane, what type of Lunchable was it? Going to be a ton of midline safe grabs this weekend, yeah. 100%. Okay, so over on Eric's side, we do have, looks like Lizard. Right below Lizard is Valkyrie, followed by Thor and Beta Ray Bill, Okoye, and then Skurge at the bottom. This wasn't a pizza Lunchable, it doesn't count. Okay, well, there you go. You heard it here first. It was, in fact, a pizza Lunchable.
There is one other X-Men that I can name as well. Personal favorite of mine.
So glad you figured out how to log into Twitch on your phone.
Thank you. I did that.
All right, so that is a double move from Crystal, going up and picking up this first Skrull. She's going to be rolling her physical defense here to see if she does, in fact, get moved into the arms of an Executioner. And there is a Skull, but she needed to roll a crit hit, a crit or a wild. So that is going to have Crystal moved short. And that will be resolved by the opponent.
So he's choosing the direction she is pushed.
I'm a 30-year-old adult and will still wreck a cold pizza Lunchable. You gosh dang right.
I can't do it.
All right, and that is going to be Crystal activated for round 1.
All right. We are underway. They are moving.
I actually really liked the burger one that came with the little can of like off-brand soda. Yeah. Or the nacho one was also pretty stellar. Yeah, the hot dog also had a cola in it.
I was always a basic meat and cheese one. The ones that we got recently to send to school with the kids have these excellent vanilla cookies.
So you take them out ahead of time?
I do. I'm like, you just open up that part of it, and you're like, oh no, it was sealed.
Okay, so we have a Lizard moving up and grabbing the top Skrull. Rolled well, so he does not get the advance. Yeah, so Eyes in the Sky making actually a very good observation there, where Lizard kind of being actually pretty defensive up on that Skrull, also on an Intrusion, while being able to hide behind that size 3 newsstand.
So Tim, when you're playing Inhumans, what are you trying to do early on here to try and set yourself up?
So personally, I'm throwing Black Bolt into as much danger as possible. Black Bolt gets significantly stronger on his flip side and has an absolutely devastating attack called the Whisper. If you're familiar with the Inhumans at all, Black Bolt can't really speak because his voice is so incredibly powerful. Even a whisper is enough to take you down.
Got it.
So he's pretty healthy on both his healthy and injured side, but he gets access to that huge beam attack on his injured side. So I try to get him there as quickly as possible. Okay, so the Inhuman's affiliation ability, you can swap a power to somebody once a turn. Gotcha. So Black Bolt doing that to Medusa, so Medusa can use her hair to move on up. She can move herself, she can move others, she can throw things. It's an incredibly good power.
And then as Asgard.
Okay, so she had no power left after that. So that will have her unable to interact with that center point. But that does have her contesting the center seal. He doesn't whisper till he's hurt. Cue the Yin Yang Twins. Listen, I don't know if you've ever played against a really good Inhumans player, but they come up and they just say, "Hey there, Will, let me whisper in your ear. Let me tell you something y'all want to hear. It's Inhumans." I think I broke Taylor with that one. Yeah, so Chewy, I think you're probably right there, going up and getting that extract first, but you never know what Black Bolt can do. He's a master puncher, so.
What I have noticed is so far, no terrain has been thrown yet.
Correct.
I'm not a fan.
Well, first round is all about that scramble for those extracts, right?
That's true.
They're not going to fall off until either they choose to go into a portal or you beat them into the ground. So grabbing those early and often. And that will be a double move to pick up Alyssa's back line. Now, that could have been bait. That could have been baiting Beta Ray Bill back there to be pummeled by Black Bolt. And he does get pushed, so that he's going to get pushed off the point by Alyssa, probably moving him directly to be in range of both Black Bolt and Ronin the Accuser. Crystal didn't eye and got pushed? Correct. Yep.
This is
now measuring some ranges here.
That's the risk you take sometimes.
Ooh, and deciding to push away.
Interesting.
Pushing on back, y'all.
So it looks like she's not looking to beat down here in the middle. She wants to create space.
I think the danger is that size 4 subway car. So that being thrown is an automatic 5 damage going to somebody. So she pushed him away to be still within range of Black Bolt's attacks, but also being outside of that throw range. Black Bolt is within that range, though. So now it looks like maybe a Beta Ray could be moving up to get some humchuckeries off.
Looks like she's reconsidering. She's teasing us with the action.
Oh. Okay, so we are going to get the energy bolt into Beta Ray Bill here.
There we go.
This is coming from Black Bolt. And we're showing a pretty decent roll, showing 5 on the hits here with a reroll and 1 single block. And I think that has a pierce on it. Oof.
Is that just 5?
He is going to pay 1. So Beta Ray Bill has a power. He has the horse skin, I think is what it's called, where he can pay 1 to reduce the damage taken by 1, not to a minimum of 1. So he can pay to reduce it down to 0 if he knows. But 4 on Beta Ray Bill in the first attack. Alyssa's got to be overjoyed.
Yeah, that's a big first hit. That's a way to come out of the gates. When you take a big first hit like that early on, do you change up your plan a little bit, or are you still, I've got to set myself up here in round 1?
So that's one of those things where, dice are a character. So when you set something up like that and it goes well, sometimes I think you can be very easily tempted into just let's just take him down there.
Yep.
One of the big strategies is leaving characters on low health going into the next round, because if you take them out before they activate, they don't get a turn that round. How do you whisper from a dungeon? Loudly. Horse skin.
Horse skin, like a horse.
Because he's a robot space horse. Beta Ray Bill. Yeah, that superpower's on a different character. Horse skin, yes. Hey, Duder, thank you for the Prime sub. We really appreciate that. We wouldn't be able to provide this coverage without subs and follows, guys. We really appreciate it. Travel and equipment add up real quick, so any little bit helps us be at more Frontline Gaming events and more Marvel Crisis Protocol events.
2 minutes. Oh, it's 2 minute average.
All right, doing it again, trying to take down that horse. Not a stellar roll, but also not a stellar roll. So getting the re-roll does convert. He's doing another 3.
Wow.
Eric's defense dice apparently were mine because...
Yeah.
Huh. Is that dazed? And he's going to Odin's Blessing there. A huge card off the table immediately. Odin's Blessing, tactics card. You can use it once a game. You can spend 3 to reduce any amount of damage you take to 1. And that is going to keep him up.
Yeah, and I mean, after you take 4 and then you take it again, you kind of losing that in round 1 is going to be huge.
And because he did take damage, he can trigger the aggressive here. So this is an ability multiple characters have where they can make a short movement towards the character that attacked them. Okay. That's going to put him back on the point.
All right.
So that's 5 total damage on Beta Ray Bill in round 1. And we're going to Terrigenesis here. Ooh. Alyssa. And she rolled...
Looks like... If those were defense dice, that looks real good.
Okay. So he'll take nothing from that. So he's at 1 lap. So effectively, she just used a Terrigenesis. What happens here with Terrigenesis is any Inhumans character may spend 3 to activate the card. Choose an enemy character holding a civilian token, which the Skrulls are, within range 3 and roll 4 dice. For every crit, hit, or wild, unfortunately, she only rolled 1 out of those. It should be like a 50% chance on each die. Should have averaged out to 2. If it dazed or KOs, that would have been huge. Monumental for Alyssa to start out with 2 victory points and a dazed Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah. Listen, with the way the dice were going, it's a good time to take that chance. Yeah,
dice are dice. That honestly probably should have been, like, you had to feel confident in avoiding that.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then Black Bolt using the Inhumans affiliation ability to give a power to Ronin. Yeah, 3-point swing with the Skrull. That's
So we're coming out swinging with these big tactics cards. Those ones seem like both of them use a tactics card that I think you would want to use kind of in the mid games, and they're swinging with them in round 1.
Terrigenesis is a sniper card. You use that when you have the opportunity. You leave someone on 1, they have a point. I'm going to pick up 2 victory points, pick up whatever point they were holding, end daze or KO someone.
It's not all the time though that you get that in round 1 for sure. So
correct.
Being able to leverage that so early, it didn't work out, but.
What game is this? This is game 1 of the LCQ here at LVO 2024 at the Rio in Las Vegas, Nevada. Hey, this is the first game of the day. 4 more. We're going 5 rounds today.
And then tomorrow we've got the Marvel Crisis Protocol Invitational. So first 3 rounds will be tomorrow, and then Top Cut on Sunday. It's wild to think we have 5 games today and 6 games over the following 2 days. Yep. And we were talking about it before. This is the last chance. So having to do twice as much on this first day, that's.
So Thor is going to pick up that extract on the center line. He does not roll a crit or a wild, so he will be advanced as well. It is probably is a push.
If you're in this last chance qualifier and you've done your 5 rounds today, are you feeling more confident or less tomorrow when you've got to do more and other people are enjoying themselves in the affiliation battle a little bit lower strats.
So that's the thing, is there's also a lot of scrambles going on today. Like, we probably need to get some pictures of the live in here, because like it is stacked. Marvel Crisis Protocol is in a very good spot here at LVO, and I know a lot of people are playing in some competitive scrambles, some casual scrambles, as well as 88 tables. 88 tables. 160.
These tables are how I make my living.
These tables. But what does he do with those tables? I was trying to go for the math there. That's 176.
So proud of you.
Thanks, man.
That is real good. You don't even need me here anymore. You just learned math.
All right. And Alyssa passed. So that's going to have Okoye going. She's going to move up.
I really set myself up a lot with making fun of you pronouncing things on stream for the past 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately you handed me a pile of cards and I was like, oh, all right. How the turntables?
All right, so Okoye double moves up. All right, having a bodyguard there now. Not the worst thing to happen. Granted, Okoye only has 1 power, so she's not going to be able to bodyguard right away, but... Here we go. Ronin the Cronin. Ronin's a character that I really like. I think he's incredibly undervalued. Granted, he's only affiliated in Guardians, which is a very competitive affiliation to flesh out, especially for 4s. And Inhumans. Yes. Yeah, so unfortunately it did look like the mats for separation and anxiety didn't end up being completed. So the anxiety tables are not here. How many players is that many tables for separation anxiety? I can do this. 60 goes into 180. 6 goes into 180 30 times.
Okay.
And if we're at 174, that means 29 tables of separation anxiety.
There we go.
Wait, separation anxiety is 4-player.
Oh.
Let me redo that.
Well, then you're wrong.
So there's 25 in the first 100. And how many 4s are in 80? 20? So 44 tables of separation anxiety.
It's 4 players.
Yeah.
So you could have just divided the 88 tables by 2 and gotten 44.
What I did was how many 4s are in 100, and then how many 4s are in 80, and then I took 1 away.
Yep. So if every table has 2 people, then you just need 2 tables. So you could just divide by 2. That's a math hack.
Yeah. So we have a universal weapon into Bill. Sacrifice is going to get used here. And she will block it all. No wild for the push either. But listen, Sacrifice is off the table. Sacrifice and Odin's Blessing off the table.
Wow. This is certainly not how Eric wanted this game to go.
We all have to save our hydrates for the semi and finals. Not again. I think we counted up at like 92 hydrates during the finals last year. My bladder was full to bursting.
I think Ben was going to be casting the semifinals. Was definitely what was going to happen.
And then Skurge coming up. And he will be double moving onto the Intrusion.
I don't know why I ever hydrate on my own. It's like I've never watched this stream before.
Right? So that has Sacrifice and Odin's Blessing gone for Eric, and Terrigenesis gone for Alyssa. Oh, I never changed. This should be an Asgard hammer. Chat, you need to keep me honest here. Man, this was all of ours faults.
We all did this.
Everyone in chat.
Well, Tim's here working on math in his head, so we really got to help him out with everything else because
I don't think truer words have been spoken. Yeah, honestly, leaving Bill one above all. AD, thank you for the follow. One above all is the god of the Marvel Universe. Oh. Some might say it's Jack Kirby himself.
Oh.
Whoa, Sweepy Man coming. Thank you for the follow. It brought it down.
It was broken
line.
up, so when I was like,
All right, Black Bolt throw power to Bill. Rye Tackle, dude, thank you so much. That's Merzane getting a gift sub from Rye Tackle.
So thank you.
Sweepy Man coming with a prime sub as well. Guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Couldn't do it without you. Providing coverage from some of these conventions is a lot to travel and get equipment to, so I can't thank you guys enough for the support.
Absolutely. And it's always great to get you out here to Vegas and call it work.
All right, so that Beta Ray Bill is yeeting a lizard off the point, even knocking down a subway. Structural integral thing. Revener Born, thank you for the follow.
Probably Raven Reborn.
I think Revan. I think it's the Star Wars character Revan.
Oh, Revan. Oh, no. Yeah, I was flipping those numbers.
Revan Reborn.
Revan.
There we go. Oh, great name. Big fan of Revan here at the network.
It is great that you get to see Neil every time you come out.
Yeah. All right, we're going to get a Valk charge going at that Beta Ray.
Yeah, what I'm learning real quickly is that Tim's reading issues, I get it now. I'm going to keep doing it, but I'm going to feel a little bad.
Well, thank you so much for the sub, man. I appreciate you heavily.
1 year, 12 months.
All right, so Beta Ray Bill will block it all. Merzane giving Zella a gift sub. Guys, we got this sub train going. Level 1 completed. Mid-table, Peter. Giving gift subs to TG Lord 22, Datacron, Chewy, Gun Mage, and Houndabet. Guys, thank you so much, for real. Thank you. So that was a charge with Valkyrie into Beta Ray Bill. Bill blocked it all. Asgard at 5, and Inhumans at 1, going into round 2.
That is. So Eric, he's taken some hits, but 5 victory points. It's
a huge first lead, and had that Terrigenesis rolled one more success, it'd be a very different game right now.
Absolutely. Because the 2 points from the Terrigenesis, and then you would have had a dazed or he would have been away from the point. So, then you've got, wow.
But for real, mid-table, I really appreciate that, man. Like, thank you to everyone getting that hype train going. So that's going to have Alyssa with a priority in this round. I was going to say authority and then initiative and then... Right. Got to get back to work. I'll be listening. Well, thanks, Merzane. Thanks for stopping by, man. And thank you for the thanks for the sub, my guy.
Yeah, Merzane, we will be here all weekend, so we will wait for you to pop back in. Absolutely.
Merzane's legitimately one of my favorite people that I met at NashCon when I went.
Very legitimately.
We played a bunch of social deduction games. One about being a secret dictator that was just very fun.
Was that Secret Hitler?
Yes,
no,
yes.
You can say it because that's a very popular.
It is a very popular game, but
it's it's one of the top 3 of that game. I feel like it's
and Rylan was another person I met at NashCon who I really dug, and he's here actually, coming from Tennessee. All right, we have a Braid Bash here.
Secret Dictator, I like that.
Only rolling 2 here. All of it's being blocked, but she does have a reroll. Can she get one through? She can't. Tough start.
Yeah, Alyssa started off it looked real good at the beginning, but now it seems to be turning pretty quick.
And going again. Here's 3. He's only showing 1 though. Converting, I think even with the reduction, that'll have it. Oh, this is into the Thor. And she didn't get Gotcha. She didn't get the wild either, so no follow-up attacks. That's rough. That's unfortunately just a very rough start for Inhumans here.
Yeah.
Dog, I still get called a fascist for this game.
Yeah,
Okay, Brace is now also off the table, throwing Thor into Bill. So Brace for impact. Characters can spend 1 power on both the one being thrown and the one being collided with. Also works on terrain. And if they do, they suffer no damage from the throw.
Brace for impact. I've got an MCP fact on that one.
You do?
I do.
All right. Incredibly popular card. It is on the restricted list. You can only bring 2 restricted cards in your roster, and we will see a lot of it.
Yep. Well, if you're going to just blow up my MCP fact right now, then...
Oh, gotcha. I don't think Brace should be banned. I think it's a very tactical piece. Throws are a very important thing in this game. I think being restricted is a good spot for it.
Being in that pool where you've got to make those tough choices on restricted cards.
Who's healing 1? Bill healing 1 with the Asgard affiliation ability, so that leaves Bill at 2 left. Taylor, you'd be shocked to know this, but Tisdale, as a huge Magneto fan, thinks Brace should be banned. Why does AMG hate Magneto? Bill getting the safety. I mean, he's inspecting the structural integrity of the pillar there. I can't talk enough about how great Tyson's board looks for visibility of characters.
Absolutely, yeah. Because the mat is you can kind of see the mat peeking out underneath. The mat is pretty dark, so this contrast here is real nice.
So universal weapon here from Ronin into Thor, showing 2 crits on the attack, showing no blocks. Looks like 3 is going to be going through here. Anawasan, thank you for the follow. Guys, all of you that participated in that hype train are getting some dope emotes here as well. Feel free to show those off in chat.
Absolutely, and the hype is just beginning. This is round 1 of day 1 of our 3 days of coverage.
It is. So that's 3 damage into Thor. Thor is in fact immune to shock.
Thank you.
So that universal weapon. Ooh,
ostrich eyes are definitely.
Right, guy. Thank you.
I need those. Thank you.
Taylor, sit up. Yeah.
Taylor, yeah.
So Taylor and I today found out that we brought a bunch of similar clothes, and we are straight up twinning today. Gray khaki pants, gray flannels, and our frontline staff shirts.
There it is.
I mean, we're pretty much the same person, minus 200 pounds. And a god complex, but...
I was real upset that I was not included on these emails, apparently.
I was dressed and ready to go, and I was like, yo, I have that. So I swapped to mine, and then he was wearing jeans, and it was a whole deal.
I went with guessing what you were going to wear, and I was like,
you were on the ball because I was wearing my red one initially.
You know.
Okay, so before the ending there, giving Black Bolt a little bit more power.
I like that he's still looking at you.
Medusa using the affiliation ability. What's that?
I like that he still looks at you. Yeah, the microphone. He's helping me.
Classically trained.
Now I can hear it. So
producer Richie nailed it with the glasses. So I almost wore contacts so I could look more like Taylor. He's wearing Ben's PCN hat as well. Shout out to Ben, Red Right Mad, for helping him look the part today. Thor's going to heal 1 with the Asgard leadership, putting him to 2 damage taken. He has... Oh, he's alive at 3. So he's already taken a handful more then. So I think that puts him at 4 damage taken, I believe. So if you were looking to be fancy and sporty and just look like an absolute G, you can also check out the Professional Casual Network web store. We have neck gaiters, t-shirts, hats, anything you could possibly dream of. And it could be yours for the low price of whatever it costs. Space Marine 219, though, I think I already said thank you, but if I didn't, thank you. Man, Alex, how do you get a PCN hat? Well, they are on the store, I believe. If they're not, yeah, they are in the store. Look at that. You can also... Okay, so we are going to get a hammer being hurled into one Blackagar Boltagon. Yes, you heard that right. Black Bolt is being attacked. And looks like he's going to be safe. And the shock is automatic. It is not a wild trigger. So if you had to describe shock in a series of words that described what the condition did, Richie, how would you do so?
As a seasoned MCP player, I would probably say that what shock does is it makes the character remove one dice from their attack roll.
Okay, so it kind of weakens them up a little bit.
Yeah, so it makes them, they're shocked, their hands hammers, I guess, are not throwing as well. It's hard to be accurate when you're shocked.
It's very true. It's like they're actively using a tens unit while trying to, type on a keyboard. It's just, it's doable, right? You're just a little bit, you just take a die off.
Yeah. Do we have jerseys?
We don't have jerseys yet.
There we go. Very good.
Ooh, and then he is going to throw Ronin into Black Bolt. We will suffer collision here. Got to catch them all. So I am someone that always likes to wear a button-up. So our jerseys will probably be like Dickies button-up shirts. or overalls. And blocked the whole thing. Oh, gotcha. So Beta Ray Bill is size 3. Beta Ray Bill will be taking 1 damage from the collision, and Black Bolt will also be taking 1 from the collision after blocking 3 of it. Ronin is what I said. Ronin the Horse Whisperer was the one that was thrown.
I do like baseball jerseys. As usual, tis.
Yeah. It would be like bowling shirts. 1,000%. Okay, so we're considering using Judgment here on Ronin. That would have Thor no longer gaining power for damage taken. Judgment. And you almost got it, right? A Thor with no power is a Thor who needs a shower, as they say.
Who's they?
What's the postage like on merch the UK? I don't know. Cheaper through them than anything else, though. If you get to checkout, actually let me know, because I think it's actually pretty reasonable. I know Taylor had used it at a couple points to send mugs and stuff, and it was significantly cheaper to send through that store internationally. No one says that, Tim. I just did. It's on a recording. $7 for international shipping on that? That's awesome.
Wow.
So that was a big reason why we switched to them over Teespring, because Teespring was like $30 to the UK for a t-shirt. That is the real killer on sending stuff to the... Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Tim is not no one. He's every woman.
A Thor without pose is a Thor. See? Yeah. Merzane said it too. Look, he's one of my favorite people.
See, and autocorrect betrayed you.
Well, so that's a regional dialect of it. That's his. That's his Dale. So that's a regional dialect of a Thor without power really needs a shower. It's a Thor without pose has to take a shower with the hose. Shout out to Duncan Rhodes.
I was told I'm not going to get involved in that, so.
Can you add Al Borland's? I don't think so, Tim, as a reward option.
That is a great...
Wait, I thought we did.
We might have.
Oh, we did, and then we had to redo it all yesterday. Yeah, we added KO. We added all sorts of good stuff on there. Maybe I can fix that now. Richie, tell us, I don't know, stuff about things.
About things. Well, now while you're pulling that up, I can't see what's going on and really commentate on what's happening, but that's okay. But so we do have 72 players. I was doing a little math here on the 5 rounds, and with the 6 to 7 spots, it does look like it's very possible that a lot of people with 1 loss are going to be out of luck. So there's a lot of pressure with every round.
Okay, so we have a Falcon Punch here happening onto Okoye. This is from Black Bolt. The I don't think so, Tim, isn't on the thing, so we just have to record it and get it on there. But I did add the KO one, guys, so when a character goes down, make sure to be blasting that one.
Yep.
Wow, this punch is a masterful one, showing 4, blocking 2, 3. Okoye is a monster. 1.
Looks like it.
It's like donkey. Leland, I'll allow that. I don't think there's anything specifically wrong with yelling that while using Master Punch. That's from Leland.
Merzane, I have the same problem with autocorrect. I don't know a Tom. Every time I try to type Tim's name, it takes me like 4 tries to get it to be Tim. It's ridiculous.
Energy bolting into Thor. I was showing 3 so far with a crit. She still has a reroll as well. Ooh. Thor blocking 3. Can she convert? She can. That does have a pierce. So it looks like 4. Okay. So 2 go through, and Thor is alive on 1. Wow. And he's judged. Ooh, so we didn't gain any power for that. When I try to type Tim and I'm not paying attention, it auto-corrects it to stupid dummy. Taylor, one guess on who wrote that? Oh, it was Tisdale.
Wow, you're real good at this.
That was a shot in the dark, but you got it.
I could give you another MCP fact, since you did bring up Judgment. And I think for people like Neil, who may not know some of the mechanics, Judgment is a character does not gain power when they take damage, which...
That's right.
It really slows people down, because getting that power when you take damage at least gives you some positive out of taking damage.
That's right. And at the end of Black Bolt's activation, using the affiliation ability, did give one to Ronin, the Accuser. Okay. So,
Merzane, I think Tisdale just is having some power. I'm not there to rein him in.
So, Merzane, when you used that quote to say that someone else said it besides me, he deleted it and said, nope, no one has.
Best color commentator at LVO. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm just out here saying facts.
Casual leaves the teacher at home and suddenly they can't adapt time zones. To be fair, from the Pork Roll Protocol, we do have Mike W., who is filling in as our teacher. Got some judge calls, both Ominous and Danny. Right on it. Swarming that table. Oh, posture check. Thank you, Merzane.
I do need like a consummate posture.
A single move from Okoye, and she's all done her gunners. They're trying to cover up the truth about low-power Thor showers. DVA Nick, dude, how are you, man? Good to see you. Doing, okay. Crystal into Executioner here. Looks like nothing. But he's only blocking 1. Oh, after the reroll, does look like 1 goes through. Didn't get the wild, though. I'm assuming that was the Incineration Beam. Oh, Hurricane here looking for the push. if she gets a wild, which she did not yet. She has a reroll, though. Skurge is blocking 1 so far. 2, that's going to be nothing. Alyssa's dice just kind of aren't doing what she needs to here. That first round apparently was all built up in there. That's a shame.
Yeah, it does seem like she is the one kind of initiating a lot of this, and it worked out early, but it seems to have really kind of taken the turn the other way.
Are y'all only watching this table, or will others be shown? For this round, this will be the only one shown, but there will be 4 more rounds today, where 1 table from each of those rounds will be here on the stream.
And we will, of course, keep you updated on any other news and some results, get some other people from other tables on here and talk to them about how their day is going.
Yep. So. And we will do interviews with the winners as well, coming on stream and talking for a bit.
Absolutely.
Gotcha. Yeah, the subway table is great. Once again, Tyson did a heck of a job on this, and kind of LVO as a whole. Prize support looked stellar. Organization was also very good. Things are firing off like a dream. How are the tracks on the subway cars being played? So it's considered a 2D mat. So even though you can go down in there, it is all 2D per the standard rules, and it is treated as such.
And the train, the subway cars are still like any size 4 terrain. So
yes.
Those are interacted with the same way.
All right, so we're getting some axes here. Crystal blocking nothing, but only 1 going through, or 2 going through. Oh, re-roll into a crit, so she's only going to take 1. Right. No wild, so I don't think there's bleeding there.
Nope.
And play that same song. That's very good. First exchange for her. A crit or just a block. A re-roll, blocking 2. It's showing 5, so she's going to take 3. And she's on 1. I'm shocked Crystal survived that. Good on her. Our main goal needs to be bathroom break mid-finals. Oof. The local turn. And then with the newsstand, she's going to brace it, because there was no way to survive that. Well, I guess you could roll a bunch of crits, I suppose. At the local tournament, a table had some train tracks. A Brotherhood player then pushed to have each individual beam of the tracks count as a size 2 piece of terrain. And the judge just allowed it. Wow.
That won't be a thing here.
Yeah. Our main goal needs to be, yeah. He was really stretching, wasn't he? Yeah. That's what Magneto players do, man. Always asking for more, and just me. LVO, yeah, buddy, bladed brush, hey! And Alyssa will pass. It's very precarious. Skurge healing with the leadership? No, just that one.
I'm popped in my ear. I can still hear you, so that's good.
All right, so that is Brace and Terrigenesis down for Alyssa.
Tim, do you notice how they're really using these tactics cards?
Yeah.
Just a note for you.
Yeah, that's probably fair. And so even when I lose, I normally feel like I did a good job if I've used at least 4 of them.
Yeah.
Like, because then there's still room for improvement. I could have used that.
Could have used that last one, absolutely. Got a judge.
Just go on. If you have extra. And that was Tyson himself, head TO. Yes, so we still have mission objective patch up and royal Inhuman royal family for Alyssa, and then mission objective and Recal for Eric. Let's see, we're starting with the lizard. We're not starting with the lizard, but it's now Lizard's turn. And we're going to get Blizzard here. Beta Ray Blizzard. Showing 2 with a crit. Converting to 3, Beta Ray, nothing. So probably going to be spending 1 power here. Oh, she's going to take it all. John Xenixes, you are a kind god. Thank you for the follow. Or the sub, even. Really appreciate that. Wow, thanks, fella. Oh, she did reduce by 1. Okay, she'll be taking 2 there. So we're looking at potential. Scrambles are starting on some of the other tables. Is he getting belligerent? No, you have to stay now. That's your punishment. I'm sad I'm not there. I'm happy to see Ronin in play. He was one of my core pieces for my team. Yeah, we got a couple people reached out as far as like they weren't able to make it and stuff, and it's a shame. It's a shame. Things happen though, and we certainly understand that. But it's always good to see people.
Absolutely. And I mean,
and now a bill throw.
Coming to Vegas is, whenever you've got a reason.
And that looks like a collision with the pillar, which will do 1 automatic damage to Bill, which may be spent to reduce it to nothing. Oh, and actually, John Xenixes, that was a sub over on the YouTube, guys. Right down below, you can find the link to the YouTube. All of our videos from LVO last year, Adepticon, Everwinter, Ironweld, the Atlantic City Open, all of those videos from those streams are over there. So feel free to go, subscribe, take a look, and you'll get to see your name on the screen a second time. And she will take the power for that 1. Damage from colliding with the pillar. Yeah, Tyson did a phenomenal job with this table. For real. All right, so Alyssa taking a look here at what she might want to do to this lizard to get him slizzard. Will she drop some bottles into ice? Because Beta Ray Bill's kind of like a G6. Like a G6. Nah.
Topical references.
There you go. Ben, so kind of in the reverse of what we normally experience, instead of being slapped by a preacher, Taylor just slapped a preacher.
Finally, all these years.
Even I cringed at that one, Tim. Well, I'm doing my job right. So Alyssa, considering here, she has Beta Ray Bill left. Crystal's gone, Medusa's gone, Black Bolt's gone, and Ronin is gone too. So this would be the last activation for round 2 for her. So we'll go on up. And it's just an insync now then. Oh, he's going to portal, and he gets to go where he wants. Are we going to get some Bill-on-Bill action? No, Bill's way back there. Maybe Skurge?
Right into the thick of it, looks like.
I mean, that Thor's alive at 2, and Okoye's there as well. I mean, you could potentially take out both of them with just an attack and a throw.
So this is kind of where we'll start to see some more dazes here, and for sure. Round 3 will probably start seeing some characters who don't get to activate because they're dazed.
Oh, gonna throw Okoye.
Okay.
Gotcha. So I would have thrown Thor into Okoye first, personally. Get that 1 damage on
Yep.
On Thor automatically, then you only got to do 1 to him.
Yep, and then you've got a pretty good shot to take him out and have him not be able to do much next round.
Yeah. But it's still not guaranteed,
Of course.
But him being able to do 2 to Thor here should be pretty...
It's hard to turn down free damage, like, essentially free damage.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
All right, summoning the storm into Thor. So this will be an energy attack, adding his size, and she will get 2 rerolls on this as Thor has flight. I love Tim's dulcet tones. Ooh, that's a great attack. That's an okay defense, but I think that will do it because she still has 2 rerolls. She only has 1 thing to reroll though. Oh, he's blocking 2. Oh, she's gonna be 1 shy. She needs to use that reroll and convert that skull or convert that shield. Oh, he was a 6. Okay, that is a KO'd Thor, guys. That is our first days.
Our first days of the day.
So I think it's time just so we can see how this works. There we go.
There it is.
So that's available
Sounds
on the
good.
new sound alerts. I want to get the graphic or the GIF up that has the like Street Fighter KO when that happens.
Just paints it across the screen for us.
Yeah. And that was Bill. Yeah, so I believe it is because I don't think it's the same exact board, but someone had stopped by and said that they had played on this board at Warfare Weekend. Okoye spent 1 for what? Oh, Okoye back at full after using the Asgard affiliation ability.
Like,
And Valkyrie gets to be placed by Alyssa for using the portal incorrectly. Rolled a blank on that. So does he move her to the top, or she's already at the top?
using the portal incorrectly.
So you press the button. Sometimes you hit it right. Sometimes you don't. If you do it correctly, you get to go to the portal you want to. If you don't, your opponent moves you.
Got it.
And this might mean danger for Crystal, but
I just don't know how to do. I wouldn't know how to do a portal correctly. So.
And outside of range 2 of Crystal.
What is the extract crisis?
The extract is Skrulls infiltrate the world or whatever.
Yeah. It's Skrulls.
Send her to Narnia. Got him. Valk does not have the power for a charge, so it would be a move up and attack range. She only needs to do 1, but like, I think that's super fine. It's not the best use of the turn, but sometimes you just got to roll with what you got. Did my let's go play? It sure did. Sure did. Buttons operate on a push, not pull mechanic. So Valkyrie was trying to pull the button out, like getting the fingernails in there, and that's why it functioned incorrectly.
No, it's a push. I was here yesterday.
It's hard for Damamo to fit between the train tracks and columns and stuff. Well, that's the thing. It should be difficult for, like Malekiths to as well. Big base means better movement, but can't fit in certain alleyways and stuff. Gonna walk up and slap Crystal.
Yeah, this one is also elevated.
Looks like just blocking 1 with the reroll, still just 1. So that'll be 1 damage going through, and that's enough. That's enough for a daze. And Val's going to pick up that spider or that Skrull, and she will not get moved. She rolled a crit.
I love that.
Big base, skinny waist, hammers in your face. You get shot, unless you're immune. You notice that Thor was not shocked.
I find that shocking.
It just happened. Like just in the character card update, Thor just became immune to shock. And that is going to bring us into round 3. 10-2. Ooh, Asgard. And that is going to have Alyssa still with priority. So we're hoping for. Is this on chess clock? Yes, it is.
So Tim, when you're down like this, what are you looking to do? What are you looking to do when you're down big? After round 2, really, like you're in big trouble here. What
you got to pick your targets, right? Real specifically. The bottom side is honestly kind of a wash at this point.
Yeah.
If they really want to spend their turns killing Crystal, like if I'm playing from Alyssa's side, I'm like, I got Beta Ray. I need to take down multiple characters in this activation.
Yep.
And you need to just score as much as possible. So a maximum scoring here is, I think, 7.
Yeah.
But that bottom, the south side there, not going to be able to do a lot of work there unless you get Black Bolt and he somehow also Ubermenches all over everything. But with those dark portals, it's possible. You can get around and get to attacks and potentially get back as well.
Thank you, Mike.
That was a great question, Mike. But I think you got to, especially if you have some characters that are low. Beta Ray's taking some damage, right?
Yep.
So he has some power. This could be a big comeback round as long as the dice cooperate.
Yep. Yeah, not insurmountable, but definitely you're working uphill right now, and like we said, we saw Alyssa really, like, I think we kind of overstated. She really had one big roll. Her first roll was a very big one, and they really haven't been that good since then. She's really
after that Terrigenesis, things kind of went downhill.
Yeah, that was, as we talked about, that was a big turning point. You missed a daze, you missed those 2 victory points, and then it starts to snowball.
Dice cooperate. Can this power be taught? I don't believe so.
Not by Tim, for sure.
Yeah, if you're Dan Cole, you can just 150% of wins all the time. Right?
Yeah, listen. He was wearing a red one when he sent me the picture this morning, and then all of a sudden he's like, no, I wanted to match Taylor. And I was like, great, that helps everybody. He mistyped my email. I think that's what happened.
I typed Richie at email.com. Is that not you?
That is me.
All right, Master Punch into Thor. Dice still not cooperating for Alyssa here. Just overwhelmingly negative there. Don't even need to roll in the box. It's Limitless Day and not Dan Cole. That's fair.
We can just throw our dice.
It's hard for Eric to win this round. Not impossible, right? He only needs 6, so it could potentially end this round. But another flubbed Master Punch is take bad dice out back and bring a hammer.
And if you're Eric and you even,
Okay, slapping some Thor.
If you're Eric and you seal up your first round this week, you got to be feeling real confident about the rest of today.
Okay, so no blocks here. Showing just 2 for the reroll. Doesn't convert, so 2 go through. Uncooperative dice go back in the bag to think about what they did. So,
to be fair, these are the dice that came with Tim. So these dice were shoved into a bag. Mm-hmm. They were flown across the country. I get why the dice are feeling this way and they're upset. I get it. I understand why they wouldn't want to cooperate.
Right.
I get it.
But Black Bolt does not get pushed by that Skrull.
All right.
And we also had 2 extra packs of the Tactics cards, or of the Crisis cards today. Unfortunately,
very helpful.
They were in just Spanish and German.
Yeah, very helpful.
And Ronin is going to give a power to Medusa. Those dice have been a lot of places.
They just stand around and they're not aware of their surroundings, and they just get grabbed.
They don't function out of the cold. They're Chicago-based. Massive thank you to Adepticon and the staff there for supplying us with an additional travel set of MCP dice and crisis cards and tokens. Taylor painted up one of the sets that are on stage today in the Adepticon colors, which are very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of Tisdale. It very much was. Hey, Nate, how are you, man? Gamers Guild TN. That's the Gamers Guild out of Temecula, New York. I've seen Tim's dice firsthand, and making Alyssa use them as a setup for failure.
Very true.
Yeah. I have never rolled these dice before, so I thought they were safe.
That's true. Taylor and myself took them out of the bag. You didn't even touch them.
Didn't even touch them. I mean, go, Eric. I am well. Hope you guys have a fun weekend. Thank you, man.
The Arizona Avengers. I know it's round 1, but we've got an Arizona Avenger at table 1 and I think table 2. So I'm going to say that they've been performing excellent so far because they are here at the top tables.
All right. You can finally have the volume up. Please repeat everything you said in the last hour. That is a real Limitless Dan move.
Yeah. Basically, I've just been dropping lots of MCP facts just all day.
Tim, do as the man says. So effectively, round 1, we saw a great round from Alyssa, almost zotting out a Beta Ray Bill first round, rolling the Terrigenesis, just not being able to get it off, needing to do 1 damage. None went through. This is Valk into Crystal, so we're showing 3, only blocking 1, so 2 go through. Fact bar says that's not the case, Richie. Well, once that fact bar reaches 500 bits, Richie will give a straight up hot drop in MCP fact.
Yeah. Tim's really been leading some of these facts out, so I'm kind of running out of them already. There's only so many facts. Now, if you need a 1980s baseball fact, I can definitely. I've got millions.
Will the fact be that CGR is 2 good? I mean, at this point, I think he's probably 3 good.
I'll never not like that redemption.
Yeah,
by the way.
For real. All right, so it looks like we have Crystal. Look at potential movements here and stuff. Or a throw. Crystal's at 2 of 4, I think, on this side.
Alyssa put her hair up, so things have gotten real serious.
Yeah. Yep. As they do, really.
Stretch.
Okay, Warrior of Legend here. So
felt real
that
good,
actually felt really good. So what Warrior of Legend does is every crit and wild that she rolls in the thing. So there's 1, you can convert something else to a hit. Good thing she did, because she got 2 there. Alyssa's going to block it all.
We'll hydrate.
Start a drinking game every time you see it in a rhyme shot. We would die.
We would be dead by the third.
If we had a drinking game every time we saw a CGR. Well, big Warrior of Legend flub, yeah, for real. Aegis with another hydrate, or not with another one, but following up the Watts.
Oh. You're going to need to get an interview here soon if I keep drinking all this water.
Hail Hydrate.
Hail Hydrate.
I can't believe we didn't make that shirt in time for this LVO. Should have done that. Lindsay, can you go on the Streamlabs and make a Hail Hydrate shirt real quick? How thirsty are you, Tim? Ban Tisdale.
Tisdale, please. For me, your pal.
Okay. Because you got thrown. Okay, so Crystal did take 3 there, 2 from the first attack. Second attack, nothing went through. And then 1 from the collision with the subway. Thank you, Ravensguard. And another from Leland. We're super excited for Adepticon this year. We're going to finally be able to meet Leland in person, which is going to be super fun.
What's Adepticon?
Producer Rich is
Yeah. 'Tis is a mod. His word was true.
Crystal gets right back up there with a bunch of damage on. She could just kind of go into Skurge here and try to remove the activation from the round. All right, so here's the beam. This should hopefully be an Incinerate. How many matches in this tournament? What match is this? This is match 1 of 5 today for the LCQ. Last chance qualifier here at LVO 2024. There's going to be 4 rounds after this, and then leading into the Invitational Series tomorrow. Okay. Oh, so this is an A1 attack. Yep, you called it, Ryan. Showing 2, blocking 2. Reroll, convert. Nope, doesn't. So nothing. Okay, so this was the A1 attack? Oh, it wasn't beam. Okay, so popping off here, that's showing 4 with the wild, no blocks. Alyssa's got to be happy to see that 4 going through. Who's that on to? Oh, there's also on Skurge. And now he's incinerated. Elemental Onslaught playing 4 to be able to use a different attack that hasn't been used. For Earthshaker, so this is the A1 attack. I believe this is the one that stuns Earthshaker. Starting with Skurge on this. Showing 2 hits, but 2 crits, still has the reroll and 2 more dice coming in. So Earthshaker is the A1 with a stun on a wild. And converts both. So that's showing 4. She's blocking nothing. Great way to start.
All right.
And a recalibration matrix. There was a lot of crits in there, so honestly, this is still pretty much in Alyssa's hands here. Oh, she can't do the skulls, though. That's a shame. Missing 3 of those. Kind of back to the original roll. And significantly better. So just 1 going through instead of those 4. Wow. And Crystal's got to be pretty stacked on power here, so she could use the beam again, or Earthshaker again for the second attack. And Skurge is going to take the A1 here. And showing 2, Skurge blocking 2, doesn't convert, nothing. Yeah, that was a very good recall. So she has this last attack left. I'm assuming it's going on Skurge to try to take him down. It could be either one that she uses here. Was that just 3 attacks? Oh, she had to move back onto the point. That's right. She moved an attack and then spent for the extra attack. Yeah. Yep. Forgot she had to shimmy on up there. What's that? And she's going to try to teleport, and she gets it. She can go wherever she wants. Thank you so much, man. There you go. So those are all going to be extracts, I think, on that page, and secures on another.
Yep. So the Skrulls is one that we're looking at right now, and then portals.
And that's Crystal up in the middle. Crystal in the middle because she got much back because she had to retract. I don't know either.
Good try.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. I'll do the setups.
After you left last night, there was a couple puns that I made. I was like, I need Richie here to do the setups.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another hydrate from Will. Thank you. Leland. Another.
It's my own fault I knew, like, as I was hydrating myself before the redeems, I was like, you're an idiot.
I'm drinking so much water. This Mio stuff I got is like giving me dry mouth. So I'm like, I know I'm hydrated, but I don't feel it.
Yep.
Deserts are dumb.
Yep. Tail hydrate.
Cliff jumper.
Take 2 more. 1 for me.
It's 1 for me too. I got the. All right.
No, I don't. I don't have.
Oh, that's right. You're immune from Tisdale ones. So that's so cool. That's my favorite thing.
I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
Ban Alyssa for saying that. We're not going to tolerate people bashing on Alyssa in chat.
How dare
0%.
Alyssa? You be nice to Alyssa.
It is Intrusions and Skrulls. Yep, just dice have been uncooperative for Alyssa, unfortunately. Who is? Yes, that's, yeah.
Oh no, this is a different port. I didn't bring my scissors from home. Yeah, her dice certainly. Yeah, Tim France bad.
Yeah, like Tim France bad.
And yes, this board is awesome. We cannot talk about how great it is enough.
For real. They entered a dark alley and took the bullet for Thomas and Martha Wayne. In the Teen Titans movie, they go through the multiverse, like righting the wrongs that made superheroes. And then they find out that doesn't work, so they have to go back in there and redo it. So they bring Bruce and his family back to the alley and just shove him in there with a bunch of jewelry on. Yeah, it was, for a kid's movie, it was rather dark.
Yeah,
I really like Teen Titans Go, though. Yeah. I know it gets a lot of hate, but they had an episode where they said that the show was for kids and it wasn't serious enough.
Buddy.
St. Me Guardia 6. Thank you for the follow.
Nailed it.
Thanks.
First time.
They certainly danced with the devil in the pale moonlight. I almost read that as they certainly danced-led with the devil in the pale moonlight.
Did Teen Titans Go get danced or?
Nope, it's still around.
All right.
That's right. What's that? I did Big Chucker call something. I forgot what it was, though.
It's a great Big Chucker call, then. Yeah, right. I don't remember it either.
It probably happened. I was probably right.
You definitely, fumbled with the button.
Yes. Never gave Go a chance. I mean, it's not serious Teen Titans. If you go in... Okay, looks like showing 2 on the hit here. 1 on the defense. So that is from who to who? Okoye into Black Bolt damages finding purchase here. That's how you take down the king. Honestly, just the Dora Milaje probably get it done. So who has all the objectives for Eric? I know Bill has one. I believe Bill, Valkyrie. Bill and Valkyrie. Valkyrie went over and slapped Crystal around and took the scroll. Yeah, so if you go into Teen Titans Go expecting the same kind of slightly dark, more serious Cartoon Network show or WB show, you will be disappointed. It is not that. It is more like an Adult Swim show. So he only has 2, correct? I think Black Bolt. Taylor, who is Alyssa's scroll? Who? Okay. Is yours off? I can't hear you. Gotcha. Black Agar Boltagon. I'll just turn mine up.
Turn it up.
I can hear you now when it's closer. I can. I'll just turn mine up though. Zipper up.
He is within 1,800 meters, so. I think.
A Braid Bash 4 goes into Thor? Okay. So 3 damage. Left on the big guy. And then looks like we're looking at some places here. Oh, the wild did happen. Was it crit in a wild? Oh, yeah, it sure was. She's going to get a follow-up attack on that as well. So effectively triangulating here, you can see there to make sure that Thor's still going to be within range of another Braid Bash, but outside of range of Bodyguard. What score does this game play to? 16. 16. Highest at the end of round 6 or to 16 or to a tabling.
If you have nothing in play, you lose.
Okay, and the flurry is going to go into Okoye here. Just showing 2 there. The Dora Milaje saying, not today.
Yeah. All 3 blocks.
But that's okay, Dad, as they say. So I don't know if she has enough power for it, but there is the thought of like moving herself with her hair into the middle of them and then using the spender. She's 1 power short, so she needed a single damage to go through there for that. Wow. Damn shame. And has she used her affiliation ability this round? Okay. I think that might have to be done at the start of the round. Okay. Yeah. But, okay, she's going to go for it. This could be a really cool activation. Knock two models out of their activation this round.
Absolutely. You know, Alyssa's at a spot here where these are the types of plays she wants to make. Is something big and splashy to try and turn the tide here.
I feel like Alyssa has been 1 short on so much this game. Yeah, it's actually been a shame.
Yeah, it's...
Throwing Thor into the beam. And then going to Braid Bash the boy. Well, there's the crit. Ooh, 3 crits. And there's the wild, so we are going to get the flurry there. Thor is only blocking 1. And a reroll. That's going to do it. That is enough to daze Thor. And she gets another flurry. Oh, that was an actual KO.
Yep.
All right. Thor's gone. No more affiliation ability for the Asgardians. This could be a clapback.
So that's real huge because now hopefully she can push that advantage. This might be, I know we look at this score and we see it far apart, but the tide could be turning here.
Yep. All right. Braid Bash into Bill here off of the flurry, showing just 1. Looks like he's going to be fine. But that's her. All right, just in case you're following, this looks like Alyssa has 5 minutes and 17 seconds left on her clock. Eric has 10 minutes and 30 seconds. So we are coming to the end here. The end times, some might say. Indeed. If you haven't already, make sure to go and check out Beards, Ears, and Skulls, a Warhammer The Old World podcast you can find on all good podcasting platforms. That has myself, Dan, and of course host Taylor, Eyes in the Sky himself, experiencing the new Warhammer The Old World at all sorts of different levels of experience. Did I do it right? I almost said elves many times. In setting up the stuff for that show, I think I called it, had it Beard, Elves, and Skulls probably way more than I should have.
It's interesting that the time's so low. We're only in round 3 here. So Alyssa needs the time to get through all these rounds.
Yeah.
And it's going to be tough.
Hope we get to play some Old World at some point. Matt Alex, yeah, that'd be dope, man. Right? We can have Matt and Alex down, record for Old World. Taylor said you got to bring Web Warriors for some Old World stuff. How many are left per person? Yep, so it was 5 minutes to 9 minutes left on the clock. 5 Alyssa, 9 Eric. Tim, you play Tarkov at all? I have played Tarkov. I really liked the Cycle, which was kind of a more casual version of Tarkov. But I like when I can kind of just like dick around and interact with other people instead of being constantly worrying about about losing everything I have on me. Goblin Spider Riders, the real web warriors. There you go. Big thumbs up from Taylor on that one. The snowstorm in Tennessee caused the delivery of all the books. Yes. Yep, we've been following that. Really? Okay. I've heard a rumor that they are in fact here. Also, another new sound redemption in case our language gets a little out of control. So that's on the sound alerts board.
Yeah, I have reminders for myself, so it won't be a problem for me. I'm a professional. But.
All right, Skurge does try to teleport here and does not get what he needs. Oh no, shield works. What's on Intrusions? Shield works? Is it crit, hit, and shield? Oh, it's everything but skulls and blanks. Who is trying to censor you, Tim? Right? Everybody. Green Saber Games, thank you for the follow. And we have an axe going into Black Bolt here from his best friend and former associate, Skurge the Executioner. Showing 2 with the crit. Oh, 3 with 2 crits. Black Bolt only blocking 1, having a crit so far, does convert.
Lunatic Machine with the follow, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Lunatic Machine. And 2 go through on the King of the Inhumans. He's also bleeding, which some might say makes him the victor.
I would say that it makes him suffer 1 damage at the end of each of his activations, though.
That's true.
And that's an MCP fact.
That is an MCP fact. Straight from our brain holes to your brain mouth. Maybe roll it back on that one.
I'll do the setups.
All right, gonna do it again. I think some re-rolls happen. Oh no, just a spend or a builder here again. 6 strength.
Thank you, Tisdale.
Showing 2 crits. Ooh, I think the king might be kapoppled here. Blocking 3. He's showing 6. Oh, 5. He's showing 5. Blocking 2, taking 3. We are thankful for producer Richie. Stop putting that word in front of there.
We'll figure out how to change my Twitch name once we get done with LVO.
Okay, so when Black Bolt goes down.
Boom.
All right, so we have X-Paxis to the side here just came over and let us know he won his first game. Hell yeah, in the LCQ.
There we go. He's 1/5 of the way there.
So that was a mission objective going from Black Bolt onto Ronin with that Skrull. It's just a Days-on baby, though. Yep. The old Butterfinger baby himself.
This one. Okay, I found it. I found Intrusions.
And then Skurge is going to successfully teleport back down. Are you that egotistical, Tim, that you can't give producer Richie the credit he so richly deserves?
Oh, richly. No, I get it. That's a good one. This is hilarious.
Is it only official dice bags being... Oh, yes. Actually, yes. Only official dice being used this weekend. How many players for the LCQ? What was it, 71, I believe?
72.
72. And once again, that Longshanks link is pinned. If you're looking at some of the matches and stuff and who's finished and who's not.
I think you pinned the affiliation battle.
It looks like I did, in fact, pin the affiliation battle. So what you can do, though, is just type in command Longshanks, and that should bring up the LCQ event. So let me go ahead and pin that one.
74.
So we'll pin this. Boop, boop. No, not for, no. Just for stream table.
Yeah. Don't want to cause any confusion for anybody, and want to make sure everything looks good.
Bill comes down to be teleported. take out 2 more characters here. That'd be a great day for Beta Ray Bill. My official dice hate my guys. All of my dice hate me.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to brag or nothing. Gonna build her into Skurge. Looking great, actually. That's showing 4, blocking nothing into Skurge. That's a down Skurge, I'm pretty certain. Okay. So by the way, Baron of Dice is here with an awesome, huge booth. It's actually very cool to see. We first saw him at our first ever winter, just having a table, and he's come quite a long way. Very awesome to see. Sometimes those dice don't show up well on camera, though. With the different colors, especially clear dice or sparkle dice, especially with dice above us or lights above us, they get very difficult to see. All right, so we are getting a spender here into Valkyrie. Oh, building. Just showing 1. She's blocking 1. She is stunned.
No, I'm going to save that fact.
About stun.
Okay. So that should have that bottom point contested at least, because Beta Ray on Alyssa's side is healthy, as is Valkyrie. So no one will be getting that down south intrusion. Looking at some ranges and stuff here, so Lizard wiggles and wiggles. Ronin's going to move on up. And we have a universal weapon onto the Slizzard. Does get the push, showing 2, blocking 1 to a minimum of 1. Looks like 1 goes through. And it will be able to push Lizard off. So it looks like that's going to be denying all 3 seals for Eric. They did not play ball the first couple rounds. Yeah. That's why I play CGR, because I roll so many dang skulls, dude. That's why I loved when Scarlet Witch came out. I was like, finally, a character for me.
Yeah.
And the new Red Skull, right? It's like, okay, listen, I can throw a skull every time I throw dice. Yeah. Guaranteed.
Absolutely.
All right, so the push happens. Lizard is off the secure. You give them an inch, they think they're a ruler.
And it looks like Alyssa is down to 1 minute. So.
Not a lot of time left for Alyssa on the clock. Hopefully she's being conscious of it. She needs 2 rounds to get through here.
Yeah.
She needs to finish up this one, bridge the gap, and then go for the kill. Very uphill battle for her. Eric probably realistically has this pretty on lock.
Yeah.
From the Arizona Avengers.
Absolutely.
I'm scheduled to get a tattoo this weekend, and non-zero chance I get braced for impact on my arm. That's Will. Darth Balls himself from House Party Protocol. One of the more popular discords and active discords for Marvel Crisis Protocol. I'd highly suggest checking it out. All right, I hang out there. Speaking of, for Marvel Crisis Protocol, Warhammer, the Old World, Shatterpoint, and tabletop RPGs, including Pathfinder 2nd Edition and WFRP 4th Edition. You can also join the PCN Discord for free now at that link right there. Throws can't hurt me. Spoken like a true wizard. Combo happy. So I think you need to do that, right? So you like duct tape or like tape brace for impact to the tattoo so you can play it off your body. Like, it's a great bet. Fuzzy 1097, thank you for the follow, man. Good to see you. Next NashCon, the Battle of Wills need to happen. NashCon, honestly, is one of the ones I would highly suggest checking out. All right, we're ending 3 to 14. Going into round 4.
So Tim,
this-
when
this-
you need 13 points in 1 minute, how do you feel about your chances in that moment?
Not stellar. Not stellar. A tabling, I don't believe, can happen because there's too many healthy characters on the Asgardians.
That's tough.
Yep. Yeah, Warfare Weekend is also one I need to hit up at some point. It depends on how badly I perform in Smash Brothers at Adepticon. I might have to move to an area that's significantly closer. Got a bunch of training in Friday night, though.
Yeah. You did an okay job at not getting last.
I did. We have Art here over on the side as well. I saw Greg in here earlier. I think I forgot to say hi to you, Greg, but good to see you.
There's something.
I'm looking at.
We have Spidey Dude.
Spidey Dude. Thank you. Oh, with a sub too. God, I really appreciate that, man. And thank you for everyone for the subs and follows today. Really helps us out a lot to be able to come to these things and provide this coverage. It goes a long, long, long way. So really appreciate you all. Speaking of Adepticon, Tim, I know exactly where that's going, Peter. I love Smash Brothers. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Even when I'm getting my face kicked in, like, I feel like I'm learning something at least.
Yeah, there you go.
Who do you have? Whoa, you have to pay extra for that? Hydrate. I need another bottle, bud.
I got that for you, right here. There you are, buddy.
Okay.
Nondescript water brand water.
All right, and there's a handshake.
And that, yep. And that will do it.
So that will do it.
So Eric, starting off strong with the win here in round 1.
Mm-hmm.
Alyssa.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. So if you want to pop up, Taylor's going to come on for a second, and then if you can grab Eric after the games. 18-6 will be the final score here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you got to ask him.
Oh, he might, yeah. If you want to ask. Yeah. All right, so real quick, I just want to, hi everybody. Just want to go over what just happened there. They decided because they only had like 4 minutes left in the round, they were like, listen, the way the table is set up right now with the odds of what's going to happen and, you know, the way this works and that works, they were like, let's just tally up what we got for points, what is probably going to happen, and we'll just tally those points and leave it there.
Okay.
So they played their last round and did a lot of passes. They said.
So, and I believe the who let this weenie on camera?
Hi, Heather.
No, we're twinning right now.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I mean? So, got the staff shirt. Yeah, so the goal today with 5 rounds, Omnis has said every 2 hours we start on time.
Yep.
Noon, 2, 4, 6 will be the times of the next rounds.
Yep.
So we are keeping it crisp, keeping it light, keeping it tight.
And it's 250. So
And it is 250.
it's 250.
So
how does
we
the
will-
timeout work? I'm pretty sure whoever times out loses. I don't think it's a you don't get to play anymore. But I can ask Charles.
Yeah, I'm actually not super positive on that, if that's an automatic loss or if that just means like you stop scoring or something along those
Yeah,
lines.
some people are like, you don't get to touch minis or dice, except for defense. And some people are like, you just lose. Goodbye.
Yeah.
But I'll ask Charles and see what's going on.
Yep.
Great game, 2 great players,
Yeah,
as always. This community is amazing.
very much.
You know what I
is.
mean?
Now, which one is Tim? That's what the chess clock is. Hot coverage. All right.
What's up, Tiz? Hey, Merzane. Heather.
Heather. And Will from House Party Protocol.
Darth Balls.
Zane, we've got
What a name.
Seen a lot of real, yeah, it really
love
is.
that.
I love. There's not a thing that he does that I don't heavily
No, that's
appreciate.
fair. Oh, I see Will, yeah. Half-Ass Ninja.
Well, and House Party Protocol is also Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a bunch of Wills
There's
here.
a lot of Wills. A lot of
Willing it up.
Tims. A lot of Dans. It's only one Taylor, man.
Jimmy DeHaan, Merzane. Perfect. All right, thank you. So we are going to talk to Eric here very shortly. Otis Hutter Twitter. Hey, Otis.
What's up, bud?
Kenny.
Oh, Leland, what's good?
Kenny
G.
Especially in your area, you know, there's no such thing as too many Wills.
Yeah, right? There can only be one.
How many? I mean, Pork Roll Protocol Will. Like, what tactics card are you getting tattooed on your body today?
Me?
So House Party Protocol Will is getting braced for impact.
Oh, hell yeah.
And, well, he said there's a non-zero chance.
I mean, I play nothing but long movers, so like all webbed up.
Where there's a will, there's a podcast.
We don't have a will in our podcast. This is dumb.
Yeah, we need to get one of those.
I'm quitting. Let's go find a will.
Nope, you're not. You're quitting your name and getting your name changed to Will.
Oh, my middle name's William. Done.
Oh,
we got
easy.
it.
Easy clap.
Done it.
Can't believe we did it that fast, guys.
Wow. Hang on. Where's the chucker call?
Top right.
Top right. That we're going to find a will by the end of today's stream. We did it!
That's right.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man.
Jeez, I'm the best at checker calls.
It's the blob art, right? Ooh.
Yes.
Personally, yeah, probably.
Yes. Actually, what I would get is the like fat ripple with the impact.
Yeah.
I'd be like, brace. If not efficient, Limitless Dan. What's up, buddy?
Being limitless, apparently.
There he is. Make your father-in-law join stream. Yeah, right.
I need blind obsession.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't wait for that card to get rotated back in.
Dude, the art on that was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what I would get just because everyone hated it, including me, is Bitter Rivals.
Bitter Rivals.
I'm so glad that card's gone.
Yeah.
So glad.
Gosh. Oh, you really like spamming Incinerate? Well, do I have the card for you?
Turns out everyone hates me. Yay. I don't know what I would, like, if there was any MCP thing that I would get tattooed on my body, I don't know what it would be. Maybe just Venom's face.
Yeah.
The lethal, the limited edition lethal protector.
Yes.
With Venom standing on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful card. They did 2 of those, didn't they? I think last Adepticon had one as well.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's the funniest, dude. Mirzane, it's crazy. Just
one of the Guardians ones.
Yeah, Tiz, that's fair.
That had Agent Venom on it too in the big hulking form. I think would be one that I would want tattooed because it was a really dope looking card.
Mama's fan.
Or the new Deception.
Yo, Will, Skull Die. That's the tat. That's you.
Oh, yep.
There you are.
Yep.
Right on the back of your arm, so your hand. So you're just like, I already know what it is. Like the power of Skull. Throg!
So here's what you do, right? So you have 5 knuckles. Get skulls on all of them. So you can be like, oh, well, there's my roll again.
There. Boom.
2 blanks, 2 skulls. 1 block. Best attack ever. Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Eric's taking the whole thing.
Right,
That's
so
Alyssa's for the day.
We're going to talk to Eric here quick. I know he's got only a certain amount of time here before he's got to get in for the next round, but Eric, welcome.
How's it going?
Pretty good. So tell me about that first round where Beta Ray comes out and starts hurting, and then that Terrigenesis roll. How worried were you when that came out?
I was very sweaty because I was like, oh man, I forgot about the Terrigenesis. So I was very worried at that point. Luckily, it ended up being only 1 hit that got rolled.
Yeah.
So
and with the ability to reduce, what a momentum changer I feel like that was.
That was very very decisive for that game, I think. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the group. I see a bunch of Arizona Avengers.
Yeah.
Sure. So are you part of? So we know Todd. We know Cliff Jumper.
Yeah.
Are you guys all part of the same kind of?
Yeah, we're a pretty tight-knit group in the Valley. So
nice.
You know, Brian got us some jerseys made, so we decided to rep it.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, my adoring fans. Thank you.
Eric has a pretty decent following here too. So tell me a little bit about your roster that you brought in today. Is this a roster that you've been playing for a little while, or was this kind of revamped for the LCQ specifically?
No, we the league that we rep, the Arizona Vendors, we did a little bit of a league, and I ran them in that. I don't think I made too many tweaks to the roster. It's kind of been the same. So you know, it's one of those things where I'm practiced with it. I felt comfortable with it, so I decided to take it along to the LCQ.
So last year during LVO 2023, first game we had on stream was Alyssa versus Vincent Kirchhoff. So you have a pack made. So we're going to be watching it, and you know what I mean? It could be 2 years in a row where first win on stream during the LCQ ends up taking the whole thing.
Well, I mean, I guess that's all the pressure off of me, right?
Right.
Yeah. If it doesn't work out, then I can blame Vince because I was like, I did your strat, man. Like, what's going on? I thought this was the path, and it failed me. So if I do well, thanks Vince and Alyssa. If I don't, what's up, guys? Like, what'd you do? You cursed me.
All right, so thinking if you get in, are you running the same roster and the Invitational?
Most likely, yeah.
Okay, I like it. I like that commitment to it. So tell me a little bit about the roster as a whole. So you went to Asgard here. Is it a purely Asgard list? Do you have another leader in there?
I do not have another leader. I think technically I could get an A-Force affiliation, but I don't have any cards for them, so it wouldn't be useful. But yeah, it's Asgard is what I'm running.
So I really like Lizard in Asgard, and not only the fast healing and the damage reduction, but then being able to take a little bit extra off him. Seems like he can kind of tank a side to himself, which he very much did in this game. Is he kind of a standard issue when you're running Asgard?
For sure, yeah. I do also run exceptional healing. I have Lizard and X23 in the roster. I tend to only bring it when I have both of them.
Yeah.
But it's just another one of those tough to get through cards like Odin's Blessing and Grace that's mitigating the damage. So.
Well, and especially with the Tactics cards usage that you had early on, it seemed like that you were spending a lot of power early, right? Yeah. And it worked out.
Yeah.
So... Well, hell yeah. Well, dude, congratulations on your first win. Yeah, keep killing it. And because I know rounds are starting pretty quickly here. So we're starting in another 5 for round 2. All right. Well, best of luck, dude.
Thanks.
Thanks for stopping by.
Enjoy the stream, guys.
Absolutely. All right. So, guys, guess what? There's not going to be a lot of downtime today unless a game finishes up really early. So hopefully we don't have that old Rob Reel with his 15-minute rounds. But we're going to be getting right back into it. Not even really taking a break here. We're going to... All right, Taylor's headed to the bathroom. I'm going to grab a couple waters here, so we will just go to the break screen real quickly. But every 2 hours today, noon, 2, 4, and 6 will be the rest of the rounds. So not a lot of downtime in between. Go grab a snack, get some water, stay hydrated, take a pee, and prepare for what your DoorDash order is going to be for some of the later rounds this evening. Get that planned early. Are you going for Taco Bell? Maybe you're ordering a pizza, burgers, maybe some Tex-Mex, Chinese, sushi, whatever you want, man. It's up to you, and I'll allow you to choose what you want for dinner off of DoorDash.com, not a sponsor.
Tom, I have very bad news. The police had to take my dogs away from me. I guess they had some unpaid barking tickets.
I don't know what struck me more. If it was the TAM, and now I have egg on my face.